What if the secrets of the universe were hidden in plain sight for thousands of years, waiting for us to rediscover them? Deep within the sands of ancient civilizations, artifacts and texts have been unearthed that suggest our ancestors possessed a profound understanding of the cosmos, one that rivals even our modern scientific advancements. From the precise alignment of the pyramids to the intricate star maps etched into temple walls, these discoveries hint at a wisdom that transcends time. But what exactly did they know, and how could their insights into the universe still hold meaning for us today? In this video, we'll embark on a journey through the timeless wisdom of ancient cosmic knowledge, exploring how civilizations long before us decoded the mysteries of the stars, the cycles of nature, and the very essence of existence. We'll uncover how their discoveries intersect with modern science and spirituality, revealing a bridge between the past and the present. Could their understanding of the cosmos hold the key to questions we're still asking today? Join us as we delve into the heart of history, mystery, and the enduring power of ancient wisdom, and discover how these age-old insights continue to shape our world. Thousands of years ago, long before telescopes or modern science, some of the earliest civilizations were already gazing at the stars, charting the heavens, and weaving the cosmos into the very fabric of their cultures. The Sumerians, Egyptians, and the people of the Indus Valley were among the first to unlock the secrets of the skies, and their discoveries remain as fascinating today as they were millennia ago. These ancient societies didn't just see the stars as distant lights, they saw them as guides, symbols, and even messengers from the divine. The Sumerians, for instance, were meticulous astronomers. They tracked the movements of planets like Venus and Mars with astonishing accuracy, creating some of the earliest known star maps. Their cuneiform tablets reveal a deep understanding of celestial cycles, which they used to predict seasonal changes and plan agricultural activities. But their knowledge went beyond practicality. For them, the stars were sacred, and their observations were tied to their spiritual beliefs. The night sky wasn't just a map, it was a storybook of gods and cosmic forces shaping their lives. Similarly, the Egyptians built their entire civilization around the rhythms of the cosmos. The Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the most iconic structures in human history, is a testament to their cosmic wisdom. Its precise alignment with the cardinal directions and its connection to celestial bodies like Orion's belt suggest a profound understanding of the heavens. The Egyptians believed that the pharaohs, after death, would ascend to join the stars, becoming part of the eternal cosmic order. Their temples, too, were designed to mirror the sky, with columns and chambers representing constellations and celestial pathways. Meanwhile, in the Indus Valley, another ancient civilization was making its own mark on cosmic knowledge. While much of their written language remains undeciphered, archaeological evidence points to a sophisticated understanding of astronomy. Their cities were laid out with remarkable precision, often aligned with the movements of the sun and moon. Ritual baths and altars found in their ruins suggest that celestial events played a central role in their religious practices, blending science and spirituality in ways that still captivate researchers today. What's truly remarkable about these early civilizations is how they didn't separate science from spirituality. Their cosmic knowledge wasn't just about understanding the physical universe, it was about connecting to something greater. The stars weren't just points of light, they were symbols of life, death, and rebirth. The cycles of the moon and sun weren't just natural phenomena, they were sacred rhythms that governed their rituals, their agriculture, and even their architecture. This holistic approach to the cosmos reveals a world where the heavens and the earth were deeply intertwined, a perspective that challenges us to reconsider how we see our place in the universe. As we explore these ancient insights, one question arises: Could their cosmic philosophies hold lessons for us today? In a world where science and spirituality are often seen as separate, perhaps these early civilizations offer a reminder that the universe is not just something to study, it's something to experience, to connect with, and to marvel at. Their wisdom, etched in stone and written in the stars, invites us to look up and wonder, just as they did thousands of years ago. Ancient myths and legends are far more than just stories. They are profound repositories of cosmic knowledge, passed down through generations as a way to make sense of the vast and mysterious universe. These tales, rich with symbolism, often encoded astronomical phenomena and philosophical truths, offering a unique lens through which ancient people interpreted the cosmos. Take, for example, the Egyptian myth of Ra, the sun god. In this story, Ra sails across the sky each day in his solar barge, bringing light and life to the world before descending into the underworld at night. This narrative beautifully mirrors the daily journey of the sun, but it also reflects a deeper understanding of cycles, birth, death, and rebirth that are central to the natural world. For the Egyptians, Ra wasn't just a god. He was a symbol of the eternal rhythm of the cosmos, a reminder that life is part of a much larger, interconnected system. Similarly, the Greek myth of Atlas, condemned to hold up the heavens for eternity, carries layers of meaning. On the surface, it's a tale of punishment, but it also reflects the ancient Greeks' awareness of the celestial sphere and its apparent motion across the sky. Atlas, bearing the weight of the heavens, becomes a metaphor for the human struggle to understand and carry the vastness of the universe. This myth, like so many others, blends the physical and the philosophical, using the stars as a canvas to explore themes of endurance, responsibility, and the human relationship with the divine. In Hindu tradition, the cosmic dance of Shiva, known as the Tandava, offers another striking example. Shiva's dance represents the endless cycle of creation, preservation, and destruction, a concept that mirrors the processes of the universe itself. The rhythm of his movements symbolizes the flow of energy, the birth and death of stars, and the constant dynamic nature of existence. This myth, like others, doesn't just describe the cosmos. It invites us to participate in it, to see ourselves as part of a grand, ever-changing dance. What's fascinating about these myths is how they functioned as both science and storytelling. They provided a framework for understanding celestial events, from the rising and setting of the sun to the cycles of the moon and the movement of planets. But they also offered a way to grapple with existential questions. Where do we come from? What is our place in the universe? How do we reconcile the finite nature of life with the infinite expanse of the cosmos? These stories were tools for exploration, not just of the heavens, but of the human condition, and the impact of these myths extends far beyond their ancient origins. Even today, they continue to inspire modern interpretations of cosmic wisdom. Contemporary artists, writers, and scientists often draw on these ancient narratives to explore new ideas about the universe and our place within it. The myth of Ra, for instance, has influenced countless works of literature and art, offering a timeless metaphor for the cycles of life and the power of light over darkness. The story of Atlas has been reinterpreted in everything from astronomy textbooks to science fiction, symbolizing humanity's ongoing quest to understand the cosmos. And the cosmic dance of Shiva has found new life in discussions of quantum physics, where the idea of constant motion and transformation resonates deeply with our understanding of subatomic particles and the fabric of reality. These myths remind us that the universe isn't just something to be studied, it's something to be experienced, to be felt. They invite us to see the stars not as distant, lifeless objects, but as part of a living, breathing story that we are all a part of. In a world where science often seeks to separate the objective from the subjective, these ancient narratives offer a bridge, a way to reconnect with the wonder and mystery that first inspired humanity to look up at the night sky and dream. Through their enduring power, they challenge us to see the cosmos not just with our minds, but with our hearts, and perhaps in doing so, to rediscover a wisdom that has always been there, waiting for us to listen. The precision of ancient structures is nothing short of breathtaking. Imagine standing at the foot of the Great Pyramid of Giza, its massive stone blocks perfectly aligned with the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west. This isn't just impressive by ancient standards. Even today, with all our advanced technology, replicating such accuracy would be a monumental feat, but the Great Pyramid is just one example. Across the globe, from the windswept plains of England to the dense jungles of Central America, ancient civilizations built monuments that aligned with the heavens in ways that still leave us in awe. Take Stonehenge, for instance, this mysterious circle of towering stones erected over 4,000 years ago aligns with the solstices. During the summer solstice, the rising sun perfectly aligns with the heel stone, casting a beam of light through the heart of the structure. For the builders, this wasn't just a random alignment. It was a way to mark the turning of the seasons, a celestial calendar carved in stone. The precision required to achieve this alignment speaks to a deep understanding of the sun's movements, knowledge that was likely passed down through generations. Then there are the Mayan temples like the iconic El Castillo at Chichen Itza. During the equinoxes, the play of light and shadow creates the illusion of a serpent slithering down the steps of the pyramid. This phenomenon wasn't accidental. The Mayans, like the Egyptians and the builders of Stonehenge, had an extraordinary grasp of astronomy. Their temples weren't just places of worship, they were cosmic observatories designed to track the movements of the sun, moon, and planets. The alignment of these structures with celestial events suggests that the Mayans saw the cosmos as a living, breathing entity, one that could be communicated with through architecture. But how did these ancient cultures achieve such precision without the tools we have today? This is where the mystery deepens. Some researchers suggest that they used simple but ingenious methods, like observing the shadows cast by sticks or the positions of stars over long periods. Others propose that they had access to a level of mathematical knowledge that we've only begun to fully appreciate. The Great Pyramid, for example, incorporates the mathematical constant pi in its dimensions, a concept that wasn't formally defined until thousands of years later. Could this have been a coincidence, or is it evidence of a lost wisdom, a knowledge system that we're only now beginning to uncover? The purpose of these alignments is another intriguing question. Were they purely practical, serving as calendars to guide agriculture and religious ceremonies, or were they something more profound? Some theories suggest that these structures were designed as gateways, places where the physical and spiritual worlds could intersect. The alignment with celestial events might have been seen as a way to harness cosmic energy, to connect with the divine, or even to facilitate communication with otherworldly beings. While we may never know for sure, the very existence of these alignments hints at a world where the heavens and the earth were deeply intertwined. What's perhaps most striking about these ancient achievements is how they challenge our assumptions about progress. We often think of history as a straight line, with each generation building on the knowledge of the last. But the precision and sophistication of these ancient structures suggest that there may have been periods of profound understanding, followed by periods of forgetting. The idea that these civilizations might have possessed a kind of wisdom that we've since lost is both humbling and inspiring. It invites us to look at the past not as a series of steps leading to the present, but as a tapestry of insights, some of which we're still unraveling. As we marvel at these ancient alignments, we're reminded of the universal human desire to understand the cosmos and our place within it. These structures are more than just architectural feats. they are testaments to the enduring power of curiosity, ingenuity, and the quest for knowledge. They challenge us to look beyond the surface, to see the stars not as distant lights, but as guides just as they were for those who came before us. And in doing so, they offer a bridge between the past and the present, a reminder that the search for cosmic wisdom is a journey without end. Ancient religions didn't just see the cosmos as a backdrop to human existence, they saw it as the very essence of life itself. In Hinduism, for example, the concept of karma and reincarnation reflects a profound understanding of cosmic cycles. Karma, the idea that every action has consequences, ties individual lives to the larger workings of the universe. It's not just about personal morality, it's about how each of us contributes to the cosmic balance. Reincarnation, the belief in the soul's journey through multiple lifetimes, mirrors the endless cycles of creation and destruction seen in the stars. The universe expands and contracts, stars are born and die, and so too do souls evolve through countless lives. This perspective doesn't just explain human existence, it connects it to the rhythm of the cosmos itself. Buddhism, too, teaches a deep connection to the universe through its emphasis on impermanence and interconnectedness. The Buddha's teachings on anicca, or the transient nature of all things, echo the ever-changing nature of the cosmos. Stars burn out, galaxies collide, and even the most stable structures in the universe are in a constant state of flux. This idea isn't meant to inspire despair, but to encourage acceptance and mindfulness. By recognizing our place within this vast, dynamic system, Buddhism invites us to live with greater awareness and compassion. The universe isn't something separate from us, it's a part of us and we're a part of it. In Zoroastrianism, one of the world's oldest monotheistic religions, the cosmos is seen as a battleground between light and darkness, order and chaos. Ahura Mazda, the god of light, represents the forces of creation and harmony, while Angra Mainyu embodies destruction and disorder. This dualistic view reflects the natural tension in the universe between the birth of stars and their eventual collapse, between the forces that build and those that tear down. Yet, Zoroastrianism teaches that light will ultimately triumph, offering a hopeful vision of cosmic and spiritual renewal. This belief in a final resolution where balance is restored resonates with modern ideas about the universe's eventual fate, whether through entropy or renewal. These ancient religions didn't just teach abstract ideas, they provided practical ways for people to connect with the cosmos. Rituals, prayers, and meditations were designed to align individuals with the rhythms of the universe. In Hinduism, the practice of yoga, for instance, isn't just about physical exercise, it's a way to harmonize the body, mind, and spirit with universal energy. Similarly, Buddhist meditation practices often focus on the breath, a reminder of our connection to the life-giving forces of nature. Zoroastrian fire rituals centered around the sacred flame symbolize the light of wisdom and the eternal energy of the cosmos. What's remarkable is how these ancient ideas continue to shape modern spirituality. The concept of karma, for example, has found its way into popular culture and even modern psychology, influencing how we think about cause and effect in our lives. The Buddhist emphasis on mindfulness has become a cornerstone of contemporary wellness practices, helping people find peace in a chaotic world. And the Zoroastrian vision of a cosmic battle between good and evil echoes in countless stories, from literature to film, reflecting our enduring fascination with the forces that shape our existence. These ancient teachings remind us that the universe isn't just something to be observed, it's something to be lived. They offer a framework for understanding not just the cosmos, but our place within it. In a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, these timeless principles invite us to see ourselves as part of a greater whole, woven into the very fabric of the universe. And in doing so, they challenge us to live with purpose, mindfulness, and a deep sense of connection, not just to each other, but to the stars themselves. One of the most fascinating windows into ancient cosmic knowledge lies in the intricate star maps left behind by civilizations long gone. These celestial guides, etched into stone, painted on temple walls, or inscribed on clay tablets, reveal a level of astronomical sophistication that continues to astonish modern researchers. Among the most famous of these is the Dendera Zodiac, a breathtaking bas-relief found in an Egyptian temple. This circular map, dating back over 2,000 years, depicts the constellations as they were known to the ancient Egyptians, including symbols like the lion-headed goddess Sekhmet and the scarab beetle, representing creation and rebirth. The precision with which these constellations are arranged suggests a profound familiarity with the night sky, a familiarity that went far beyond mere observation. Equally remarkable are the Babylonian star catalogues, some of the earliest known records of celestial observation. These clay tablets, inscribed with cuneiform script, detail the movements of stars and planets with an accuracy that rivals modern astronomy. The Babylonians didn't just track the heavens, they used their observations to predict eclipses, chart planetary orbits, and even develop a system of astrological divination. For them, the stars were not just markers of time but messengers of the gods, offering insights into the future and the will of the divine. Their meticulous records laid the groundwork for later astronomical traditions, influencing Greek, Islamic, and even modern Western science. But what was the purpose of these ancient star maps? Were they simply tools for navigation, helping sailors and travelers find their way under the night sky? Or were they something more profound? Some scholars believe these maps served a dual purpose, blending practical knowledge with spiritual significance. The Dendera Zodiac, for instance, was placed in a temple dedicated to Hathor, the goddess of the sky and fertility. Its positioning suggests that it was used not just for astronomical observation but for rituals and ceremonies, connecting the earthly realm with the cosmic order. Similarly, the Babylonian star catalogues were likely used by priests to interpret celestial omens, guiding kings and rulers in matters of state and war. The sophistication of these maps raises intriguing questions about the extent of ancient knowledge. How did these civilizations, without the aid of telescopes or advanced mathematics, achieve such precision? Some researchers speculate that they may have had access to tools or techniques that have since been lost to history. Others suggest that their understanding of the cosmos was deeply intertwined with their spiritual beliefs, allowing them to perceive patterns and connections that modern science is only beginning to uncover. Could these maps hold clues to forgotten cosmic truths, insights into the nature of the universe that we have yet to rediscover? What's equally fascinating is how these ancient star maps reflect a universal human impulse to make sense of the vast, mysterious expanse above us. Whether etched in stone or inscribed on clay, these celestial guides remind us that the stars have always been more than just points of light. They are symbols of order, meaning, and connection, bridging the gap between the earthly and the divine. As we study these ancient maps today, we're not just uncovering the past, we're tapping into a timeless dialogue between humanity and the cosmos, one that continues to inspire wonder and curiosity. The legacy of these star maps is a testament to the ingenuity and vision of our ancestors. They challenge us to look at the night sky with fresh eyes, to see it not just as a field of distant stars, but as a living, breathing story that we are all a part of. In their intricate designs and precise alignments, we find a reminder that the search for cosmic wisdom is as old as humanity itself, and that the answers we seek may have been written in the stars all along. Among the greatest tragedies in human history are the losses of vast repositories of knowledge, places where the wisdom of the ages was carefully preserved, only to be consumed by fire, war, or time. The Library of Alexandria, often described as the intellectual heart of the ancient world, once housed hundreds of thousands of scrolls containing works on astronomy, mathematics, philosophy, and the cosmos. Its destruction, whether by fire or gradual neglect, represents more than just the loss of books. It's the erasure of countless voices, ideas, and discoveries that could have shaped our understanding of the universe. Similarly, Nalanda University in ancient India, a center of Buddhist learning and cosmic inquiry, was reduced to ashes by invading forces, taking with it a wealth of knowledge that had been meticulously accumulated over centuries. These lost libraries weren't just buildings, they were bridges to the past, holding insights into the cosmos that we may never fully recover. Yet, even in the face of such loss, fragments of this ancient wisdom have managed to survive. Some were preserved through oral traditions, passed down from generation to generation in the form of stories, songs, and rituals. Others were hidden away in secret texts or encoded within symbols and artworks, waiting for the right moment to be rediscovered. Take, for example, the Hermetic texts, a collection of writings attributed to the mythical sage Hermes Trismegistus. These texts, which blend Egyptian and Greek thought, delve into the nature of the cosmos, the unity of all things, and the relationship between the divine and the material world. Though many were lost, some survived, hidden in monasteries or private collections, only to resurface centuries later and inspire thinkers during the Renaissance. Another fascinating example is the preservation of Vedic knowledge in India. Despite the destruction of institutions like Nalanda, much of this ancient wisdom was safeguarded through oral recitation. The Vedas, vast collections of hymns, rituals, and philosophical teachings, were memorized word for word and passed down through an unbroken chain of teachers and students. These texts, which explore the nature of the universe and humanity's place within it, offer glimpses into a cosmic worldview that has endured for millennia. Similarly, in Mesoamerica, the Maya encoded their astronomical knowledge in intricate glyphs and codices, some of which survived the Spanish conquest and continue to reveal their secrets to modern researchers. The question that arises is, how much of this ancient cosmic wisdom have we truly lost, and how much remains hidden, waiting to be uncovered? Modern researchers are now piecing together these fragments, like detectives solving an ancient puzzle. Advances in technology, from high-resolution imaging to artificial intelligence, are allowing us to decipher faded texts, analyze cryptic symbols, and reconstruct lost knowledge in ways that were once unimaginable. For instance, multispectral imaging has been used to reveal hidden layers of text on ancient manuscripts, while computational tools are helping scholars decode complex astronomical patterns embedded in ancient architecture. But the work of reconstruction goes beyond technology. It requires a deep respect for the cultures that produced this knowledge and a willingness to listen to the voices of the past. Indigenous traditions, for example, offer invaluable insights into ancient cosmic wisdom, often preserved through oral histories and cultural practices. By collaborating with these communities, researchers are gaining new perspectives on how ancient peoples understood the stars, the earth, and the interconnectedness of all life. The loss of ancient libraries is a reminder of how fragile knowledge can be, but it's also a testament to its resilience. Even in the face of destruction, fragments of wisdom endure, carried forward by those who value the quest for understanding. As we continue to uncover and piece together these fragments, we're not just rebuilding a picture of the past, we're rediscovering a way of seeing the universe that challenges and enriches our modern perspective. These ancient insights remind us that the cosmos isn't just a collection of objects to be studied. It's a living, breathing story, one that we are all a part of. And in that story, the wisdom of the past may still have much to teach us about the mysteries of the present. Have you ever noticed how certain shapes and patterns seem to appear everywhere, from the spirals of seashells to the symmetry of snowflakes. These recurring forms aren't just random, they're part of a universal language known as sacred geometry. For ancient cultures, these geometric patterns were more than just aesthetically pleasing. They were the very building blocks of the cosmos, a visual representation of the interconnectedness of all things. From the golden ratio to the flower of life, these designs were seen as keys to understanding the mysteries of the universe, bridging the gap between the physical and the spiritual. Take the golden ratio, for example. This mathematical proportion, often represented by the Greek letter phi, is found throughout nature, in the branching of trees, the arrangement of flower petals, and even the proportions of the human body. The ratio, approximately 1.618 to 1, creates a sense of balance and harmony that has fascinated mathematicians, artists, and philosophers for millennia. The ancient Egyptians incorporated the golden ratio into the design of the pyramids, while Greek architects used it to create the Parthenon's perfect proportions. But it wasn't just about beauty or symmetry. For these cultures, the golden ratio was a symbol of divine order, a reflection of the universe's underlying structure. Then there's the flower of life, a pattern of overlapping circles that forms a hexagonal grid. Found in ancient temples across the world, from Egypt to China, this geometric design is believed to represent the fundamental forms of space and time. Some even see it as a blueprint for creation, embodying the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The flower of life wasn't just decorative, it was a tool for meditation and spiritual exploration. By focusing on its intricate patterns, practitioners sought to align themselves with the rhythms of the cosmos, achieving a state of enlightenment and unity with the universe. But sacred geometry wasn't confined to temples or meditation practices. It permeated every aspect of ancient life, from art to architecture. In Islamic art, for instance, geometric patterns are used to create mesmerizing designs that symbolize the infinite nature of Allah. The intricate mosaics and tessellations found in mosques are not just decorative, they're meant to inspire contemplation of the divine. Similarly, in Hindu and Buddhist mandalas, circular geometric patterns represent the universe and serve as aids for meditation, guiding the mind toward a deeper understanding of reality. What's truly remarkable is how these ancient geometric principles continue to resonate today. Modern science has found that many of these patterns, like the Fibonacci sequence which underlies the golden ratio, appear in the natural world at both the microscopic and cosmic levels. From the spiral arms of galaxies to the structure of DNA, these shapes seem to be woven into the very fabric of existence. Some researchers even suggest that these patterns could hold the key to understanding the fundamental laws of the universe, bridging the gap between science and spirituality. In the realm of art and design, sacred geometry remains a source of inspiration. Architects use the golden ratio to create spaces that feel harmonious and alive, while artists incorporate geometric patterns to evoke a sense of wonder and connection. Even in technology, the principles of sacred geometry are being applied in fields like computer graphics and artificial intelligence, where patterns and proportions play a crucial role in creating lifelike simulations. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of sacred geometry is its ability to remind us of our place within the cosmos. These patterns aren't just abstract concepts, they're a reflection of the interconnectedness of all things. They invite us to see the universe not as a collection of separate entities, but as a unified whole where every part is intricately linked to the rest. In a world that often feels fragmented, sacred geometry offers a way to reconnect with the deeper rhythms of life, to find meaning in the patterns that surround us, and to see ourselves as part of something much greater. As we explore these ancient geometric principles, we're reminded that the search for cosmic wisdom is as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. Whether through the spirals of a seashell or the symmetry of a snowflake, the language of sacred geometry continues to speak to us, offering timeless insights into the nature of existence and our place within it. And in understanding these patterns, we may just find a deeper connection not only to the universe but to ourselves. Imagine a calendar so precise that it could map the movements of planets, predict eclipses, and even track the passage of vast cosmic cycles spanning thousands of years. This is the Mayan long count calendar, a masterpiece of ancient astronomy and a testament to the Mayans' extraordinary understanding of the cosmos. Unlike our modern Gregorian calendar, which measures time in days, months, and years, the long count operates on a grander scale, tracking epochs of time that stretch far beyond a single human lifetime. At its heart, this calendar isn't just a tool for marking days, it's a cosmic clock, designed to align humanity with the rhythms of the universe. The long count is structured around a series of nested cycles, each representing a different span of time. The smallest unit, the kin, measures a single day, while larger units like the unal 20 days and the ton 360 days build up to monumental periods like the bakton, which spans 144,000 days, roughly 394 years. When these cycles are combined, they create a timeline that stretches back to a mythical starting point, often interpreted as the dawn of creation. For the Mayans, this calendar wasn't just about counting days, it was about understanding the flow of cosmic energy and the cycles of creation and renewal. One of the most striking aspects of the long count is its incredible accuracy. The Mayans were able to predict celestial events like solar and lunar eclipses with remarkable precision, using observations and mathematical calculations that rival modern astronomy. Their ability to track the movements of Venus, for example, was so advanced that their calculations of its orbital cycle were off by only a matter of seconds over hundreds of years. This level of precision raises fascinating questions. How did they achieve such accuracy without telescopes or computers? Some researchers suggest that their knowledge was passed down through generations of careful observation, while others propose that they may have had access to tools or techniques that have since been lost to history. But the long count wasn't just a scientific tool, it was deeply intertwined with Mayan spirituality. Each cycle of the calendar was seen as a reflection of cosmic forces, shaping the destinies of individuals and civilizations alike. The end of one bakton and the beginning of another was believed to mark a time of transformation, a moment when the old order gave way to the new. This idea captured the world's imagination in the lead up to December 21, 2012, when the long count completed a major cycle. While many speculated about apocalyptic predictions, scholars pointed out that the Mayans likely saw this as a time of renewal rather than destruction, a cosmic reset, so to speak. The mystery of how the Mayans developed such a sophisticated system continues to captivate researchers. Some believe their knowledge was influenced by earlier Mesoamerican civilizations, while others suggest that their understanding of the cosmos was so profound that it transcended what we might consider scientific or spiritual. For the Mayans, the universe was alive, a dynamic interplay of forces that could be understood through careful observation and ritual. Their calendar wasn't just a way to measure time, it was a way to commune with the cosmos itself. Today, the long count calendar has found new life in modern interpretations of time and cosmic cycles. From New Age spirituality to scientific inquiry, its influence can be seen in the way we think about the interconnectedness of all things. Some have drawn parallels between the Mayan calendar and contemporary theories about the cyclical nature of the universe, such as the idea of the Big Bang and Big Crunch. Others see it as a reminder of the importance of aligning human activity with natural rhythms, a lesson that feels increasingly urgent in our fast-paced, technology-driven world. The Mayan long count calendar challenges us to think about time in a different way, not as a linear progression, but as a series of interconnected cycles, each with its own meaning and purpose. It invites us to see ourselves as part of a larger cosmic story, one that stretches back to the dawn of creation and forward into the mysteries of the future. In its intricate design and profound symbolism, we find a reminder that the search for cosmic wisdom is as much about understanding the universe as it is about understanding ourselves. In the vast tapestry of ancient wisdom, few concepts capture the imagination quite like the Vedic idea of cosmic cycles, known as Yugas. These cycles, described in Hindu scriptures, offer a profound perspective on time itself, not as a straight line but as a wheel, endlessly turning through ages of creation, preservation, and transformation. Each yuga represents a distinct era, marked by shifts in human consciousness, morality, and the very fabric of existence. Far from being mere mythology, these cycles reveal a deep understanding of the universe's rhythmic nature, one that echoes through both ancient philosophy and modern science. The Vedic tradition describes four primary yugas: Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dvapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. Each one is characterized by a gradual decline in spiritual awareness and an increase in material concerns. Satya Yuga, often referred to as the Golden Age, is a time of truth, harmony, and enlightenment, where humanity lives in perfect alignment with the cosmos. As the cycles progress, this harmony diminishes, culminating in Kali Yuga, the current age, marked by conflict, ignorance, and a disconnection from spiritual truths. Yet, even in this age of darkness, the promise of renewal remains. The cycles are not static, they spiral forward, bringing the potential for rebirth and the return to higher states of awareness. What makes the concept of yugas so compelling is how it mirrors the natural rhythms of the universe. Just as stars are born, shine brightly, and eventually fade, civilizations rise and fall, and human consciousness ebbs and flows. This cyclical view of time challenges the linear perspective we often take for granted, reminding us that life is not a straight path but a series of interconnected loops, each one offering lessons and opportunities for growth. It's a perspective that aligns with modern theories about cosmic evolution, where the universe itself is seen as undergoing cycles of expansion and contraction, creation and dissolution. The Yugas also offer a framework for understanding the interconnectedness of all life. In Satya Yuga, humanity is said to live in harmony with nature, recognizing the divine in all things. As the cycles progress, this connection weakens, leading to the exploitation of resources and the alienation from the natural world that we see today. Yet the Vedic texts suggest that this is not the end of the story. Just as winter gives way to spring, Kali Yuga will eventually transition back into Satya Yuga, bringing with it a renewed sense of unity and purpose. This cyclical view encourages us to see ourselves not as separate from the universe, but as active participants in its unfolding story. Modern science, too, has begun to explore ideas that resonate with the concept of yugas. The theory of the Big Crunch, for instance, suggests that the universe may one day collapse back in on itself, only to expand again in a new cycle of creation. Similarly, the study of historical cycles in civilizations like the rise and fall of empires echoes the Vedic understanding of time as a series of interconnected epochs. Even in the realm of consciousness studies, researchers are examining how human awareness evolves over time, reflecting the Vedic idea that each yuga brings shifts in how we perceive and interact with the world. The wisdom of the yugas invites us to see our lives not as isolated events but as part of a grand cosmic dance. It challenges us to consider how our actions today might ripple across time, influencing the cycles to come. In a world often dominated by short-term thinking, this ancient perspective offers a refreshing reminder of the long view, one that spans not just years or decades but entire ages. It's a call to live with intention, to seek harmony with the universe, and to recognize that even in times of darkness, the seeds of renewal are always present. As we reflect on the Vedic concept of cosmic cycles, we're reminded that the search for meaning is as old as humanity itself. Whether through ancient scriptures or modern science, the quest to understand our place in the universe continues to inspire and challenge us. And in the timeless wisdom of the Yugas, we find a map not just of the cosmos, but of the human journey, one that invites us to see ourselves as part of something far greater than we could ever imagine. The Hermetic texts stand as one of the most intriguing bridges between ancient wisdom and modern thought. These writings, attributed to the mythical figure Hermes Trismegistus, weave together the spiritual insights of ancient Egypt with the philosophical rigor of Greece, creating a tapestry of cosmic understanding that has captivated minds for centuries. At their core, the Hermetic texts explore a fundamental idea. The universe is a living, interconnected whole where the patterns of the stars above mirror the rhythms of life below. This principle, often summarized as above, so below, is more than a poetic phrase. It's a profound insight into the nature of existence itself. The concept of as above, so below suggests that the cosmos and the individual are reflections of one another. The movements of planets, the cycles of the seasons, and the grandeur of the stars are not separate from human experience but deeply intertwined with it. In the Hermetic view, the microcosm, the small, individual world of a person, is a miniature version of the macrocosm, the vast, expansive universe. This idea invites us to see ourselves as part of a greater whole, connected to the cosmos in ways that are both tangible and mystical. It's a perspective that challenges the modern tendency to see humanity as separate from nature or the universe, urging us instead to recognize the unity that underlies all things. One of the most striking aspects of the Hermetic texts is how they blend science and spirituality. For the Hermeticists, the study of the cosmos wasn't just about observing stars or calculating planetary orbits. It was about understanding the divine intelligence that animates the universe. They saw the heavens as a living expression of the divine, a celestial language that could be decoded through both reason and intuition. This dual approach, combining careful observation with spiritual insight, allowed them to explore the mysteries of the cosmos in a way that feels remarkably modern, even as it remains deeply rooted in ancient wisdom. The influence of the Hermetic texts extends far beyond their time. During the Renaissance, these writings were rediscovered and translated, sparking a revival of interest in esoteric knowledge. Thinkers like Marsilio Ficino and Giordano Bruno drew on Hermetic ideas to challenge the rigid boundaries between science, philosophy, and spirituality, laying the groundwork for the scientific revolution. Even today, the principles of Hermeticism continue to resonate, shaping modern spiritual movements like the New Age and influencing fields as diverse as psychology, ecology, and quantum physics. The idea of interconnectedness, for instance, finds echoes in the study of ecosystems, where every organism plays a role in the web of life, and in quantum physics, where particles are entangled across vast distances. But what does Hermetic wisdom mean for us today? In a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, the Hermetic texts offer a reminder of the deep unity that underlies all existence. They invite us to see the cosmos not as a cold, empty void, but as a living, breathing reality, filled with meaning and purpose. They encourage us to look beyond the surface of things, to seek the hidden connections that bind us to each other and to the universe. And perhaps most importantly, they challenge us to live with a sense of wonder, to approach the mysteries of existence with both curiosity and humility. The enduring power of the Hermetic texts lies in their ability to speak to the timeless questions that define the human experience. What is our place in the universe? How do we find meaning in a vast and often incomprehensible world? By exploring these questions through the lens of Hermetic wisdom, we're not just uncovering ancient truths, we're rediscovering a way of seeing that can enrich our lives and deepen our understanding of the cosmos. In the end, the Hermetic texts remind us that the search for cosmic wisdom is not just about knowledge, it's about connection, about recognizing that the stars above and the world within are part of the same infinite story. Symbols have always been a universal language, transcending time and culture to convey ideas that words alone cannot capture. Among the most captivating are the ancient cosmic symbols, images that encapsulate profound truths about the universe, life, and the mysteries that lie beyond. Take the Ouroboros, for instance. This ancient symbol depicting a serpent eating its own tail has appeared in cultures from Egypt to Greece and even as far as Norse mythology. At its core, the Ouroboros represents the endless cycle of creation and destruction, the eternal loop of life, death, and rebirth. It's a visual reminder that the universe operates in cycles where endings are merely the prelude to new beginnings. For the alchemists of medieval Europe, the Ouroboros was more than just a symbol. It was a key to understanding the transformative processes of nature and the self. Then there's the Tree of Life, a symbol that spans countless traditions, from the Kabbalah in Jewish mysticism to the sacred groves of the Norse and the intricate carvings of Mesoamerican temples. The Tree of Life is more than a static image. It's a dynamic representation of interconnectedness. Its roots delve deep into the earth, connecting to the material world, while its branches reach toward the heavens, symbolizing spiritual ascent. The tree's trunk, bridging these two realms, represents the path of balance and harmony. In many traditions, the Tree of Life is seen as a map of existence, illustrating how all things, whether physical, mental, or spiritual, are linked in a vast living network. It's a reminder that every action, every thought ripples through this cosmic web, affecting the whole. Another powerful symbol is the Ankh, the ancient Egyptian emblem of eternal life. Shaped like a cross with a loop at the top, the Ankh was often depicted in the hands of gods and pharaohs, symbolizing their divine authority and immortality. But its meaning goes deeper. The Ankh represents the union of opposites, male and female, earth and sky, life and death. It's a symbol of balance and regeneration, embodying the idea that life is a continuous cycle, powered by the interplay of opposing forces. In Egyptian art, the Ankh is often shown being offered to the lips of the deceased, a gesture that signifies the breath of life and the promise of renewal in the afterlife. These symbols weren't just abstract ideas, they were woven into the fabric of daily life. The Ouroboros adorned the walls of temples and the pages of alchemical manuscripts, serving as a visual mantra for those seeking spiritual transformation. The Tree of Life was etched into amulets and painted onto sacred spaces, offering a tangible connection to the divine. The Ankh, meanwhile, was carved into tombs and worn as jewelry, a constant reminder of the eternal nature of the soul. In rituals, these symbols were used to invoke cosmic energies, to align individuals with the rhythms of the universe, and to bridge the gap between the earthly and the divine. What's fascinating is how these ancient symbols continue to resonate in modern times. The Ouroboros, for example, has found new life in psychology, where it symbolizes the process of self-reflection and personal growth. The Tree of Life remains a central motif in contemporary spirituality, appearing in meditation practices and holistic healing. The Ankh, too, has endured, becoming a popular emblem in modern culture, often associated with themes of empowerment and eternal love. These symbols remind us that the questions we ask about life, death, and the cosmos are timeless, and that the answers, often encoded in these ancient images, are as relevant today as they were thousands of years ago. The enduring power of these symbols lies in their ability to speak to something deep within us. They are more than just art or decoration. They are keys to understanding the mysteries of existence. In a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, these ancient images offer a way to reconnect not just with the past, but with the universal truths that bind us all. They invite us to see the cosmos not as a collection of separate parts, but as a unified whole, where every symbol, every story, every cycle is part of a greater, infinite tapestry. And in that tapestry, we find not only the wisdom of the ancients, but also a reflection of our own journey, one that continues to unfold cycle after cycle in the eternal dance of the cosmos. Nestled in the rugged cliffs of Mali, West Africa, the Dogon tribe has long fascinated researchers with their extraordinary knowledge of the cosmos. What makes their understanding so remarkable is their detailed awareness of Sirius B, a star invisible to the naked eye. Sirius B, a white dwarf and companion to the brighter Sirius A, wasn't even discovered by modern astronomers until the late 19th century. Yet, the Dogon have spoken of its existence, its density, and its elliptical orbit around Sirius for centuries. How could a tribe, isolated from the world's scientific advancements, possess such precise knowledge of a star that requires advanced telescopes to observe? This question lies at the heart of one of the most enduring mysteries of ancient cosmic wisdom. The Dogon's knowledge goes beyond Sirius B. They describe the star system with astonishing accuracy, including details about its 50-year orbital period and the concept of its extreme density, a characteristic of white dwarfs that wasn't understood until much later in modern astronomy. Their cosmological understanding also extends to other celestial phenomena, such as the rings of Saturn and the moons of Jupiter, all of which they depict in their rituals and artwork. These insights are not just casual observations, they are deeply embedded in their culture, passed down through generations in the form of oral traditions, myths, and intricate ceremonies. So, how did the Dogon acquire such advanced astronomical knowledge? There are several theories, each as intriguing as the next. One popular idea suggests that the Dogon were visited by extraterrestrial beings, often referred to as the Nomos, who shared their cosmic wisdom. According to Dogon mythology, the Nomos were amphibious, fish-like beings who descended from the Sirius system and imparted knowledge of the stars to their ancestors. This theory, while controversial, has captured the imagination of many, offering a possible explanation for their seemingly impossible insights. Another hypothesis points to the possibility of a lost civilization, one that possessed advanced knowledge of the cosmos and passed it down to the Dogon or their predecessors. This theory aligns with broader ideas about ancient cultures having access to wisdom that was later forgotten or destroyed. Some researchers suggest that the Dogon's knowledge might have originated from the ancient Egyptians, who also held Sirius in high regard, or even from an earlier, more sophisticated society that existed before recorded history. While these ideas remain speculative, they highlight the tantalizing possibility that the Dogon's wisdom is a fragment of a much larger, forgotten story. Regardless of their origins, the Dogon's cosmic knowledge challenges conventional views of history and science. It forces us to reconsider the capabilities of ancient cultures and the ways in which knowledge was preserved and transmitted. If the Dogon could accurately describe Sirius B without the aid of modern technology, what else might they or other ancient peoples have known about the universe? Their insights invite us to question the linear narrative of human progress, suggesting that there may have been periods of profound understanding that were later lost or obscured. The implications of the Dogon's wisdom extend beyond astronomy. Their holistic worldview, which integrates cosmic knowledge with spiritual and cultural practices, offers a reminder of the interconnectedness of all things. For the Dogon, the stars are not just distant objects to be studied. They are living entities, part of a dynamic and sacred cosmos that shapes their daily lives. This perspective resonates with other ancient traditions that see the universe as a unified, living system rather than a collection of separate phenomena. As we explore the Dogon's cosmic insights, we're reminded that the search for knowledge is not just about uncovering facts, it's about understanding the deeper connections that bind us to the universe. Their story challenges us to look beyond the boundaries of conventional history, to consider the possibility that ancient peoples may have known more about the cosmos than we give them credit for. And in doing so, it invites us to approach the mysteries of the universe with a sense of wonder and humility, recognizing that there is still much to learn from the wisdom of the past. Ancient alchemy is often misunderstood as merely the pursuit of turning lead into gold, but its true essence lies far deeper, a quest to understand the very fabric of existence. At its core, alchemy was a spiritual and philosophical journey, one that sought to mirror the cosmic processes of creation, transformation, and renewal. Alchemists believed that by mastering the transformation of matter, they could unlock the secrets of the universe and, in turn, achieve enlightenment. Their laboratories were not just places of physical experimentation, but sacred spaces where the mysteries of the cosmos were explored through symbols, rituals, and the careful observation of nature. Central to alchemical thought was the idea of transmutation, the belief that all matter could be transformed from one state to another. This wasn't just about turning base metals into gold, it was a metaphor for the soul's journey toward perfection. Alchemists saw the universe as a living, dynamic system, where energy and matter were constantly in flux. They believed that by understanding these processes, they could align themselves with the rhythms of the cosmos, achieving a state of harmony and unity with the divine. In this way, alchemy was as much about inner transformation as it was about external experiments. The symbolic language of alchemy is rich with cosmic imagery. The philosopher's stone, the ultimate goal of the alchemist, was not just a physical substance but a symbol of enlightenment and eternal life. It represented the culmination of the alchemical process, where base elements were refined into their purest form, a perfect reflection of the soul's journey toward spiritual awakening. Similarly, the alchemical wedding, or conjunctio, symbolized the union of opposites, male and female, sun and moon, spirit and matter. This union was seen as the key to unlocking the hidden forces of the universe, a concept that resonates with modern ideas about the interconnectedness of all things. What's fascinating is how these ancient alchemical ideas find echoes in modern physics and spirituality. The alchemists' understanding of transmutation, for instance, aligns with the principles of quantum physics, where particles can change states and energy can transform into matter. The concept of the philosopher's stone, with its promise of immortality and perfection, mirrors contemporary explorations into the nature of consciousness and the potential for human evolution. Even the alchemical wedding, with its emphasis on balance and unity, reflects modern holistic approaches that seek to integrate science and spirituality, mind and body, and the individual with the cosmos. The influence of alchemy extends far beyond its historical origins. Today, its symbolic language continues to inspire those on a quest for deeper meaning. Artists, writers, and spiritual seekers draw on alchemical imagery to explore themes of transformation, renewal, and the search for truth. In psychology, Carl Jung saw alchemy as a metaphor for the individuation process, the journey toward self-realization and wholeness. For Jung, the alchemical symbols represented the stages of psychological growth, offering a map for navigating the complexities of the human psyche. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of alchemy is its invitation to see the universe as a living, interconnected reality. It challenges us to look beyond the surface of things, to seek the hidden connections that bind the material and the spiritual, the physical and the cosmic. In a world that often feels fragmented and disconnected, alchemical wisdom offers a way to reconnect not just with the past, but with the timeless truths that continue to shape our understanding of existence. As we explore the cosmic connections in ancient alchemy, we're reminded that the search for knowledge is not just about uncovering facts, it's about transformation. Whether through the refinement of metals or the refinement of the soul, alchemy invites us to engage with the mysteries of the universe in a way that is both deeply personal and profoundly universal. It's a journey that continues to inspire, reminding us that the quest for cosmic truth is as much about who we are as it is about what we discover. Among the world's ancient texts, few have captured the essence of cosmic wisdom as succinctly and profoundly as the Tao Te Ching. Written over 2,000 years ago by the sage Lao Tzu, this foundational text of Taoism explores the concept of the Tao, the unseen, all-encompassing force that flows through the universe, binding all things together. The Tao is not merely a philosophical idea, it is the very fabric of existence, the source from which all life emerges and to which it ultimately returns. To understand the Tao is to understand the natural order of the cosmos, a rhythm that pulses through every star, every river, and every breath we take. At its heart, the Tao Te Ching teaches us to align with this cosmic flow, to live in harmony with the natural world rather than fighting against it. The text often uses water as a metaphor for the Tao, describing its softness and adaptability as its greatest strength. Water doesn't resist, it flows around obstacles, carving paths through mountains and nourishing the earth without effort. In the same way, the Taoist approach to life emphasizes yielding over force, balance over extremes, and simplicity over complexity. It's a philosophy that invites us to let go of control and trust in the natural unfolding of the universe. One of the most profound insights of the Tao Te Ching is its exploration of duality, the interplay of opposites that defines the cosmos. Light and dark, life and death, strength and softness, these are not separate forces but two sides of the same coin, each giving meaning to the other. The text reminds us that balance is not about erasing these opposites but embracing their coexistence. Just as day turns to night and winter gives way to spring, the universe operates in cycles of change, each phase essential to the whole. This understanding of duality offers a powerful lens through which to view life's challenges, encouraging us to see struggle and peace, growth and decay, as part of a larger, harmonious pattern. The Tao Te Ching also speaks to the interconnectedness of all things, a concept that resonates deeply with modern scientific discoveries. In Taoist thought, the universe is a vast web of relationships where every action ripples outward, affecting the whole. This idea mirrors contemporary understandings of ecology, where even the smallest change in an ecosystem can have far-reaching consequences. It's a reminder that we are not isolated beings but part of a larger, dynamic system, a cosmic dance where every movement matters. But how does this ancient wisdom apply to our lives today? The Tao Te Ching offers timeless guidance for navigating the complexities of modern existence. In a world that often values speed, ambition, and control, Taoist philosophy invites us to slow down, to find stillness within the chaos, and to cultivate a sense of inner peace. It encourages us to live with intention, to act with compassion, and to recognize that true strength lies in flexibility and humility. These principles are not just abstract ideals, they are practical tools for living a life of meaning and purpose in alignment with the cosmic order. What makes the Tao Te Ching so enduring is its ability to speak to the universal questions that define the human experience. How do we find our place in an ever-changing world? How do we balance ambition with acceptance, action with stillness, and individuality with interconnectedness? By exploring these questions through the lens of Taoist wisdom, we're invited to see ourselves not as separate from the cosmos, but as an integral part of its unfolding story. The Tao is not something to be conquered or understood intellectually. It is something to be experienced, to be felt in the quiet moments of life, in the rhythm of our breath, and in the cycles of nature. As we reflect on the cosmic wisdom of the Tao Te Ching, we're reminded that the search for harmony is not a destination but a journey, one that requires us to embrace both the light and the dark, the known and the unknown, the individual and the infinite. In its gentle, poetic verses, we find a guide for living with grace, humility, and a deep reverence for the interconnected beauty of all things. And in that connection, we discover not only the wisdom of the ancients, but also a path toward a more balanced, harmonious way of being in the world. The ancient Greeks, often hailed as the cradle of Western thought, brought a unique blend of curiosity and rigor to their exploration of the cosmos. Among the most influential figures was Pythagoras, a thinker whose name is synonymous with mathematics and music. But his contributions went far beyond the famous theorem. Pythagoras believed that the universe operated according to mathematical principles, creating a harmonious order he called the harmony of the spheres. He envisioned the planets and stars as part of a celestial orchestra, each moving in precise mathematical patterns that produced a kind of cosmic music, inaudible to the human ear but fundamental to the structure of reality. This idea wasn't just poetic, it reflected a profound belief that mathematics was the key to understanding the universe, a concept that continues to shape modern science. Plato, another towering figure in Greek philosophy, took this idea even further. In his dialogue Timaeus, he described the cosmos as a living, intelligent being, crafted by a divine craftsman he called the demiurge. According to Plato, the universe was constructed using geometric shapes specifically, the 5 Platonic solids which he believed were the building blocks of all matter. These shapes, representing earth, air, fire, water, and the cosmos itself, were seen as perfect and eternal, reflecting the divine order of the universe. Plato's vision of a geometrically harmonious cosmos not only influenced ancient thought, but also laid the groundwork for later scientific discoveries, from Kepler's laws of planetary motion to modern theories about the fundamental structure of reality. Aristotle, while differing from Plato in many ways, also made significant contributions to cosmic understanding. He saw the universe as a series of concentric spheres, with Earth at the center and the stars fixed in the outermost layer. Unlike Plato's abstract geometry, Aristotle's model was rooted in observation and logic. He believed that everything in the cosmos had a purpose, a natural place to which it sought to return. This teleological view that the universe is guided by purpose and design shaped Western thought for centuries, influencing everything from medieval theology to early modern science. Aristotle's emphasis on empirical observation and systematic reasoning became a cornerstone of the scientific method, even as later discoveries would challenge many of his specific ideas. What's striking about these Greek thinkers is how they wove together science, philosophy, and spirituality into a single, cohesive worldview. For them, the cosmos wasn't just a collection of objects to be studied. It was a living, intelligent system, governed by principles that could be understood through reason and intuition. Their ideas about the harmony of the spheres, the geometric structure of matter, and the purposeful design of the universe were not just abstract theories, they were attempts to make sense of the human experience within a vast, interconnected reality. The legacy of the ancient Greeks is still very much alive today. The Pythagorean idea of a mathematical universe resonates in modern physics, where equations describe the behavior of particles and the curvature of spacetime. Plato's geometric vision finds echoes in string theory and the study of higher dimensions, and Aristotle's emphasis on purpose and order continues to influence debates about the nature of life and the universe. Beyond science, their cosmic wisdom has shaped art, music, and literature, inspiring generations to see the universe as a place of beauty, mystery, and profound meaning. As we reflect on the contributions of Pythagoras, Plato, and Aristotle, we're reminded that the search for cosmic knowledge is as much about asking questions as it is about finding answers. Their work invites us to see the universe not as a cold, mechanical system, but as a living, dynamic reality filled with patterns and purpose. It challenges us to think deeply, to observe carefully, and to appreciate the interconnectedness of all things. In their timeless wisdom, we find not only the roots of modern science and philosophy, but also a reminder of the enduring power of curiosity and wonder, a legacy that continues to inspire us to look up at the stars and dream. The Native American traditions hold a treasure trove of cosmic wisdom, offering insights that are as profound as they are poetic. Among the Lakota, the cosmos is not a distant, cold expanse but a vibrant, living tapestry known as the Star Nations. The Lakota believed that the stars were not mere points of light but ancestors and guides, watching over the earth and offering wisdom to those who listened. Their ceremonies, like the sun dance, were not just rituals of devotion but acts of cosmic alignment, connecting the participants to the rhythms of the universe. In these sacred moments, the boundaries between the earthly and the celestial dissolved, reminding the Lakota of their place within a greater, interconnected whole. The Hopi, too, saw the cosmos as a dynamic, living entity, rich with meaning and purpose. Their prophecies, passed down through generations, speak of cycles of creation and destruction, warning of times when humanity would stray from its harmony with the natural world. These prophecies are not just predictions, they are calls to action, urging us to rediscover our connection to the earth and the stars. The Hopis' reverence for the cosmos is reflected in their art and rituals, where symbols like the spiral and the kiva, a sacred underground chamber, represent the journey of life and the interconnectedness of all things. For the Hopi, the universe is not something to be conquered or controlled, but to be respected and lived in harmony with. Native American traditions also reveal a deep understanding of the cycles that govern the cosmos. Many tribes mark the passage of time not by rigid calendars, but by the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. The Navajo, for example, used the phases of the moon to guide their planting and harvesting, while the Pawnee tracked the stars to predict seasonal changes. These practices were not just practical, they were spiritual, a way of aligning human activity with the natural rhythms of the universe. The stars, the seasons, and the cycles of life were all seen as part of a single harmonious system, one that required balance and mindfulness to maintain. What sets Native American cosmic wisdom apart is its emphasis on relationship, not just between humans and the cosmos, but between all living things. The concept of the Great Spirit, or Wakan Tanka among the Lakota, embodies this interconnectedness. The Great Spirit is not a distant deity but the very essence of life, flowing through every rock, tree, and star. This worldview challenges the modern tendency to see humanity as separate from nature, offering instead a vision of unity and reciprocity. It's a perspective that resonates deeply in today's world, where the consequences of disconnection from the natural world are becoming increasingly clear. The stories and symbols of Native American traditions also provide a unique lens through which to view the cosmos. The medicine wheel, for instance, is a powerful symbol used by many tribes to represent the cycles of life, the four directions, and the balance of physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. It's a reminder that the cosmos is not just out there but within us, a microcosm of the universe that we carry in our hearts and minds. Similarly, the story of the white buffalo calf woman, a sacred figure in Lakota tradition, teaches the importance of humility, gratitude, and respect for the gifts of the earth and sky. These traditions offer more than just ancient wisdom. They provide a roadmap for living in alignment with the cosmos. In a world often dominated by fragmentation and disconnection, Native American teachings invite us to see ourselves as part of a larger, living system. They remind us that the stars are not just distant lights but kin, that the earth is not just a resource but a mother, and that our actions ripple through the web of life in ways we may never fully understand. By embracing these insights, we can begin to heal not only our relationship with the cosmos but also with each other. As we explore the cosmic wisdom of Native American traditions, we're reminded that the universe is not just something to be studied, it's something to be lived. Through their stories, rituals, and symbols, these cultures offer a profound invitation to see the cosmos not as a distant, impersonal void, but as a living, breathing reality that we are all a part of. It's a perspective that challenges us to think differently, to live differently, and to rediscover the timeless wisdom that has always been written in the stars. The ancient Chinese viewed the cosmos not as a static collection of objects, but as a dynamic, ever-shifting interplay of forces. At the heart of this world lies the concept of yin and yang, two complementary energies that flow through all things. Yin, often associated with darkness, receptivity, and stillness, balances yang, which embodies light, activity, and movement. Together, they form a harmonious dance, a constant cycle of transformation that shapes the universe. This duality isn't about opposition, but about balance, each force containing the seed of the other, forever intertwined in a cosmic embrace. It's a reminder that life is a series of contrasts, where light cannot exist without shadow, and growth cannot occur without rest. Building on this foundation, the ancient Chinese developed the theory of the five elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. These elements aren't just physical substances, they represent phases of energy, each one influencing and nurturing the next in a continuous cycle of creation and transformation. Wood feeds fire, fire creates earth, earth bears metal, metal enriches water, and water nourishes wood, completing the circle. This interconnected system reflects the natural rhythms of the cosmos, from the changing seasons to the cycles of life and death. It's a framework that reveals the underlying unity of all things, showing how even the smallest change can ripple through the entire system. One of the most profound expressions of this cosmic wisdom is the I Ching, or Book of Changes. This ancient text, often considered one of the oldest in human history, is both a divination tool and a philosophical guide. At its core, the I Ching teaches that the universe is in a state of constant flux, with change as the only constant. By understanding these patterns of change, we can align ourselves with the natural flow of life, making decisions that are in harmony with the cosmos. The I Ching uses a system of 64 hexagrams, each representing a unique combination of yin and yang lines, to offer insights into the dynamics of any situation. It's a tool for navigating the complexities of existence, reminding us that balance and adaptability are key to living a harmonious life. These ancient concepts didn't just shape Chinese philosophy, they deeply influenced medicine, spirituality, and even governance. Traditional Chinese medicine, for example, is built on the principles of yin and yang and the five elements. Illness is seen as a disruption in the balance of these forces, and healing involves restoring harmony through practices like acupuncture, herbal medicine, and Qigong. Similarly, Chinese spirituality emphasizes the cultivation of inner balance and alignment with cosmic rhythms, often through meditation and mindfulness practices. Even in governance, the idea of harmony and balance was central, with rulers seen as mediators between heaven and earth, tasked with maintaining the cosmic order. What's remarkable is how these ancient principles continue to resonate in the modern world. The concept of yin and yang, for instance, has found new life in fields like psychology and holistic health, where balance is seen as essential to well-being. The 5 elements inspire everything from feng shui to sustainable design, offering a framework for creating environments that support harmony and vitality. And the I Ching remains a source of guidance for those seeking to navigate life's uncertainties, its timeless wisdom offering clarity in an ever-changing world. These ancient Chinese teachings invite us to see the universe not as a collection of separate parts, but as a living, interconnected system. They remind us that balance isn't about eliminating contrasts, but embracing them, finding harmony in the interplay of opposites. In a world that often feels fragmented and chaotic, these principles offer a way to reconnect not just with the cosmos, but with ourselves. They challenge us to live with intention, to cultivate mindfulness, and to recognize that every action, every decision is part of a larger dynamic whole. As we reflect on the cosmic knowledge of the ancient Chinese, we're reminded that the search for wisdom isn't just about understanding the universe, it's about understanding ourselves. Through the lens of yin and yang, the 5 elements, and the I Ching, we find a map for navigating the complexities of life, a guide for living in harmony with the rhythms of the cosmos. And in that harmony, we discover not only the wisdom of the ancients, but also a path toward a more balanced, meaningful way of being in the world. The ancient Egyptians saw the cosmos as a living, breathing entity where the heavens and the earth were deeply intertwined. Their understanding of the universe wasn't just about observing stars or tracking seasons. It was a sacred science woven into every aspect of their culture. At the heart of their cosmic world was the belief that the sky was a vast, divine ocean, with the sun god Ra sailing across it each day in his golden barge. By night, Ra traveled through the underworld, battling chaos to rise again at dawn. This daily journey of the sun wasn't just a myth, it was a metaphor for the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth, a rhythm that mirrored the human soul's journey through existence. Central to Egyptian spirituality was the concept of the afterlife, a realm intricately tied to the stars. They believed that after death, the soul embarked on a celestial voyage, navigating the heavens to reach the field of reeds, a paradise where the blessed lived eternally. To guide this journey, the Egyptians created elaborate funerary texts like the Book of the Dead, filled with spells and maps to help the deceased navigate the dangers of the underworld and ascend to the stars. The night sky, with its constellations and the Milky Way, was seen as a celestial mirror of the Nile, a pathway for the soul to reunite with the gods. In this way, the cosmos wasn't just a backdrop to life. It was the very stage on which the drama of existence played out. The Egyptians' cosmic wisdom wasn't confined to myths and rituals, it was etched into their architecture. The Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the most iconic structures in human history, is a testament to their profound understanding of the heavens. Its precise alignment with the cardinal points north, south, east, and west shows an extraordinary grasp of astronomy. The pyramid's internal shafts, once thought to be mere ventilation systems, are now believed to align with specific stars like Sirius and Orion's belt, which held deep spiritual significance. These alignments suggest that the pyramids were more than tombs. They were cosmic gateways designed to assist the pharaoh's soul in its journey to the stars. Temples, too, were built as microcosms of the universe. The Temple of Karnak, for example, was designed to reflect the cycles of the sun and the movements of the stars. Its massive columns, adorned with intricate carvings of celestial symbols, were arranged to capture the light of the rising and setting sun during key festivals. These temples weren't just places of worship, they were living expressions of the Egyptians' belief in the interconnectedness of heaven and earth. Every stone, every hieroglyph was a testament to their reverence for the cosmos and their desire to align human life with its rhythms. What's truly remarkable is how modern researchers continue to uncover new layers of meaning in these ancient structures. Advanced technologies like satellite imaging and 3D modeling have revealed hidden alignments and patterns that suggest the Egyptians' cosmic knowledge was even more sophisticated than we once thought. For instance, recent studies have shown that the layout of the pyramids at Giza mirrors the stars of Orion's belt, a constellation associated with Osiris, the god of the afterlife. These discoveries not only deepen our appreciation for the Egyptians' ingenuity, but also raise fascinating questions about how they achieved such precision without the tools we have today. The enduring legacy of Egyptian cosmic wisdom lies in its ability to inspire awe and curiosity. Their vision of the universe as a place of order, beauty, and profound meaning continues to captivate us, bridging the gap between ancient and modern thought. In their myths, their architecture, and their rituals, we find a reminder that the cosmos isn't just something to be studied. It's something to be experienced, to be marveled at. The ancient Egyptians didn't just look at the stars, they listened to them, finding in their patterns a timeless guide to the mysteries of life and the journey of the soul. As we explore their cosmic understanding, we're invited to see the universe not as a cold, distant void, but as a living, interconnected reality. Their wisdom challenges us to look beyond the surface, to seek the deeper truths that connect us to the stars and to each other. And in doing so, we rediscover a way of seeing the world that is as relevant today as it was thousands of years ago. A way that celebrates the beauty of the cosmos and our place within it. The ancient Mayans were more than just builders of towering pyramids and creators of intricate art. They were master astronomers, mathematicians, and timekeepers whose understanding of the cosmos was nothing short of extraordinary. For the Mayans, the universe wasn't a cold, lifeless expanse. It was a vibrant, living entity pulsating with energy and meaning. Their creation myths reflect this profound connection, where gods and celestial beings shaped the world through cycles of creation and destruction. These stories weren't mere tales, they were cosmic blueprints guiding the Mayans in their quest to understand the rhythms of the heavens and their place within them. At the core of Mayan cosmic knowledge was their unparalleled mastery of time. Unlike our modern calendar, which measures time in straightforward increments, the Mayans developed a complex system of interlocking cycles, each with its own significance. The most famous of these is the long count calendar, a system that tracks vast epochs of time, stretching back to a mythical starting point often interpreted as the dawn of creation. This calendar wasn't just a tool for counting days, it was a cosmic clock designed to align human activity with the movements of the stars and planets. For the Mayans, time wasn't linear, it was cyclical, a series of interconnected loops that mirrored the natural rhythms of the universe. Their ability to predict celestial events was equally astonishing. Without telescopes or modern instruments, the Mayans accurately tracked the movements of Venus, Mars, and the Moon, using their observations to create detailed astronomical tables. They could predict eclipses with remarkable precision, marking these events as moments of cosmic significance. The Dresden Codex, one of the few surviving Mayan manuscripts, contains intricate charts and calculations that reveal their deep understanding of celestial mechanics. These weren't just scientific achievements, they were acts of devotion, a way of communing with the gods who govern the skies. The Mayans' cosmic wisdom was also reflected in their architecture. Their cities were designed as microcosms of the universe, with temples and pyramids aligned to the movements of the sun, moon, and stars. The pyramid at Chichen Itza, for example, is a marvel of celestial engineering. During the equinoxes, the play of light and shadow creates the illusion of a serpent slithering down the steps, a visual representation of the feathered serpent god Kukulkan descending to Earth. This phenomenon wasn't accidental. It was a deliberate act of alignment, a way of bringing the heavens down to Earth and reminding the Mayans of their connection to the cosmos. But what truly sets the Mayans apart is how their cosmic knowledge challenges our understanding of ancient civilizations. How did they achieve such precision without the tools we have today? Some researchers suggest that their understanding was passed down through generations of careful observation, while others propose that they may have had access to wisdom or techniques that have since been lost. Their achievements force us to reconsider the linear narrative of human progress, suggesting that there may have been periods of profound understanding that were later obscured or forgotten. The Mayans' view of the cosmos also invites us to think differently about our own relationship with the universe. For them, the stars weren't just distant objects to be studied, they were living entities, part of a dynamic and sacred system that shaped their daily lives. This holistic perspective, where science, spirituality, and art are intertwined, offers a powerful reminder that the universe is not just something to be conquered or controlled, but something to be experienced, to be marveled at. As we explore the cosmic knowledge of the ancient Mayans, we're reminded that the search for understanding is as much about wonder as it is about discovery. Their wisdom challenges us to look beyond the boundaries of conventional history, to see the cosmos not as a cold, distant void, but as a living, breathing reality that we are all a part of. And in that realization, we find not only the brilliance of the Mayans, but also a timeless invitation to reconnect with the mysteries of the universe and with ourselves. The ancient Persians, with their rich tapestry of myths and rituals, offer a unique lens through which to view the cosmos, one that revolves around the eternal dance of light and darkness. At the heart of their worldview lies Zoroastrianism, one of the world's oldest monotheistic religions, which introduced the concept of cosmic dualism. This philosophy paints the universe as a battleground between two primordial forces, Ahura Mazda, the god of light and order, and Angra Mainyu, the spirit of darkness and chaos. This wasn't just a theological idea. It was a framework for understanding the very nature of existence, where every moment of life was seen as part of an ongoing struggle between creation and destruction, harmony and discord. This dualistic worldview deeply shaped Persian culture, religion, and governance. For the ancient Persians, the cosmos wasn't a neutral space, but a vibrant arena where good and evil were locked in eternal contest. Ahura Mazda, often depicted as a radiant figure surrounded by flames, represented truth, justice, and the life-giving energy of the sun. In contrast, Angra Mainyu embodied deception, decay, and the forces that sought to unravel the divine order. This cosmic tension wasn't just abstract, it was reflected in their daily lives, from the way they structured their societies to the rituals they performed to maintain balance. Kings and rulers were seen as agents of Ahura Mazda, tasked with upholding righteousness and resisting the encroaching darkness. Rituals played a central role in this cosmic drama. Fire, as a symbol of purity and divine energy, became the focal point of Zoroastrian worship. Sacred flames, kept perpetually burning in temples, were seen as earthly reflections of Ahura Mazda's eternal light. These fires weren't just objects of reverence, they were conduits for cosmic energy, connecting the earthly realm to the divine. The practice of tending the sacred flame, often carried out by priests known as mobads, was both a spiritual duty and a symbolic act of resistance against the forces of darkness. Even today, the enduring legacy of these rituals can be seen in the fire temples scattered across regions where Zoroastrianism once flourished. Symbols, too, were imbued with cosmic meaning. The Faravaha, perhaps the most iconic Zoroastrian symbol, depicts a winged figure emerging from a ring, often interpreted as a representation of the soul's journey toward enlightenment. The figure's upward flight symbolizes the aspiration to rise above the material world and align with the divine, while the ring represents the eternal cycle of life, death, and rebirth. This emblem, found etched into ancient ruins and modern Zoroastrian art alike, serves as a reminder of the individual's role in the cosmic struggle to choose light over darkness, truth over falsehood, and order over chaos. What makes the Persian cosmic perspective so compelling is its enduring relevance. In a world often divided by conflict and uncertainty, the Zoroastrian concept of dualism offers a profound way to understand the challenges we face. It reminds us that life is not a static state but a dynamic interplay of forces, where every choice we make contributes to the balance of the whole. This isn't a call to despair but an invitation to action, urging us to align ourselves with the forces of light and creation in our own lives. The wisdom of the ancient Persians also invites us to see the universe as a place of meaning and purpose. Unlike some modern perspectives that view existence as random or indifferent, Zoroastrianism presents the cosmos as a living, intentional system, where every action has consequences and every individual plays a part in the grand narrative. This perspective challenges us to think differently about our place in the universe, not as passive observers but as active participants in the ongoing struggle between light and darkness. As we reflect on the cosmic wisdom of the ancient Persians, we're reminded that the search for understanding is as much about embracing contrasts as it is about seeking unity. Their vision of the universe as a place of conflict, choice, and renewal offers a timeless guide for navigating the complexities of life. It encourages us to see the stars not as distant, lifeless objects but as part of a larger, living story, one that we are all helping to write. And in that story, the light of Ahura Mazda continues to shine, reminding us that even in the darkest moments, the potential for renewal and transformation is always within reach. The ancient Celts, with their deep connection to the natural world, saw the cosmos as a living, breathing entity, one where the earth, sky, and stars were intimately intertwined. Their understanding of the universe wasn't confined to abstract theories or distant observations. It was woven into the very fabric of their daily lives, their rituals, and their art. For the Celts, the cosmos was not something separate from humanity but a dynamic force that flowed through every tree, river, and stone. This profound connection to nature and the heavens shaped their mythology, their sacred practices, and their vision of the universe as a place of endless cycles and interconnectedness. At the heart of Celtic cosmology was a deep reverence for the cycles of nature. The changing seasons were more than just shifts in weather. They were sacred markers of time, each one holding its own spiritual significance. The Celts celebrated these transitions through festivals like Samhain, Imbolc, Beltane, and Lugnasad, which marked the turning points of the year. Samhain, for instance, signaled the end of the harvest and the beginning of winter, a time when the veil between the worlds of the living and the dead was believed to be at its thinnest. These festivals weren't just social events, they were acts of cosmic alignment, moments when the community came together to honor the rhythms of the earth and the heavens. Through these celebrations, the Celts affirmed their belief that humanity and nature were part of a single, harmonious system. Celtic mythology further illustrates their cosmic worldview. Figures like Cernunnos, the horned god of the forest, and Donu, the mother goddess of the rivers, embodied the forces of nature and the cycles of life, death, and rebirth. The Celts saw these deities not as distant rulers but as manifestations of the cosmic energy that permeated the world. Their myths were filled with stories of heroes and gods navigating the boundaries between the earthly and the divine, often venturing into otherworldly realms like Tyr Na and Og, the land of eternal youth. These tales weren't just entertainment, they were lessons in how to live in harmony with the cosmos, teaching balance, respect, and the importance of cycles. The Celts also expressed their cosmic understanding through symbols, the most iconic of which is the Celtic knot. These intricate, endless loops with no beginning or end represent the interconnectedness of all things life, death and rebirth, earth, sky, and water. The knots were more than just decorative. They were visual metaphors for the eternal flow of energy that binds the universe together. Whether carved into stone, woven into jewelry, or inscribed on sacred objects, these symbols served as reminders of the unity that underlies existence. The Celts believed that every thread in the cosmic web was connected, pulling on one would ripple through the whole. Their sacred sites, too, reflect their deep cosmic awareness. Places like Stonehenge, though often associated with later cultures, and the stone circles of Ireland and Scotland were carefully aligned with celestial events. The positioning of these monuments suggests that the Celts had a sophisticated understanding of astronomy, using the stars and the sun to mark significant times of the year. These sites weren't just places of worship, they were cosmic observatories where the earthly and the celestial converged. The alignment of these structures with solstices and equinoxes shows that the Celts saw the cosmos as a living, breathing presence, one that could be experienced and interacted with directly. What's truly remarkable about the Celtic approach to the cosmos is how it continues to resonate today. Modern spirituality, from neo-paganism to eco-conscious movements, draws heavily on Celtic wisdom. Their reverence for nature, their celebration of cycles, and their emphasis on interconnectedness offer a powerful antidote to the disconnection many feel in today's fast-paced, technology-driven world. The Celtic knot, for example, has become a universal symbol of unity and continuity, appearing in everything from tattoos to corporate logos. Their festivals, once regional celebrations, have inspired global movements that seek to reconnect humanity with the rhythms of the earth. As we explore the cosmic knowledge of the ancient Celts, we're reminded that the search for wisdom isn't just about understanding the stars. It's about understanding ourselves and our place in the natural world. Their vision of the cosmos as a living, interconnected system challenges us to see the universe not as something distant and impersonal, but as a dynamic, intimate reality that we are all part of. In their myths, their symbols, and their sacred sites, we find a timeless invitation to reconnect with the cycles of nature, to honor the rhythms of the earth, and to see ourselves as threads in the eternal tapestry of the cosmos. The Aztecs, one of the most formidable civilizations of Mesoamerica, saw the cosmos as a living, breathing entity, a delicate balance of forces that required constant care and attention to maintain. For them, the universe wasn't a static creation but a dynamic system, governed by cycles of creation, destruction, and renewal. This cyclical view of time was deeply embedded in their mythology, astronomy, and daily life, shaping everything from their grand temples to their intricate rituals. At the heart of their cosmic understanding was the belief that humanity played a vital role in sustaining the universe's equilibrium. Without their participation, the cosmos itself could unravel, plunging the world into chaos. Central to Aztec cosmology was the idea of the fifth sun, or Nahui Alan, the era in which they believed they were living. According to their myths, the world had already passed through 4 previous suns, each destroyed by cataclysmic events like floods, fire, and storms. The fifth sun, they believed, was destined to end in earthquakes unless humanity performed the necessary sacrifices to keep the sun moving across the sky. This wasn't just a story, it was a call to action, a reminder that the survival of the world depended on their collective efforts. The Aztecs saw themselves as partners with the gods, tasked with upholding the cosmic order through rituals, offerings, and even human sacrifice. While these practices may seem extreme to us today, they were rooted in a profound sense of responsibility, a belief that every action, no matter how small, had cosmic consequences. Their understanding of time was equally sophisticated. The Aztecs used not 1 but 2 interlocking calendars to track the cycles of the universe. The Zu-po-huali, or solar calendar, consisted of 365 days divided into 18 months, each dedicated to specific gods and agricultural activities. Alongside this was the Tonalpohualli, a sacred calendar of 260 days that guided religious ceremonies and personal destinies. Together, these calendars created a 52-year cycle known as the Zumulpilli, or binding of the years. At the end of each cycle, the Aztecs held the new fire ceremony, a grand ritual designed to prevent the end of the world and ensure the sun's continued journey across the sky. This ceremony, which involved extinguishing all fires and relighting them from a single sacred flame, symbolized the renewal of cosmic energy and the reaffirmation of their covenant with the gods. The Aztecs' mastery of astronomy further underscored their deep connection to the cosmos. Their temples and pyramids, like the Templo Maya in Tenochtitlan, were meticulously aligned with celestial events. The Templo Maya's twin shrines, dedicated to the gods Huitzilopochtli and Tlaloc, represented the duality of life and death, war and fertility, sun and rain. These structures weren't just places of worship, they were cosmic maps designed to reflect the heavens and channel divine energy. The Aztecs also closely observed the movements of Venus, which they associated with the god Quetzalcoatl. They believed that Venus's appearance in the morning and evening skies marked significant moments for both agriculture and warfare, guiding their decisions and rituals. What's particularly striking about the Aztec worldview is how it emphasizes the interconnectedness of all life. Their myths and rituals weren't just about appeasing the gods, they were about recognizing the delicate web of relationships that bound the universe together. Every plant, animal, and human was seen as part of this cosmic tapestry, each playing a role in maintaining balance. Even the act of sacrifice, often misunderstood as mere brutality, was rooted in this belief. The Aztecs viewed life as a precious gift from the gods, one that required reciprocity. By offering their own blood or even their lives, they were returning energy to the cosmos, ensuring its continued harmony. Today, the wisdom of the Aztecs offers us a powerful reminder of our own place within the universe. In a world increasingly focused on individualism and exploitation, their perspective challenges us to see ourselves as part of a larger, interconnected system. Their rituals and calendars weren't just about controlling the cosmos. They were about aligning with it, recognizing that true power lies in cooperation and balance. The Aztecs' understanding of cyclical time invites us to think differently about progress, to see life not as a linear march but as a series of interconnected loops, each one offering opportunities for renewal and growth. As we reflect on the cosmic knowledge of the Aztecs, we're reminded that the universe isn't just something to be studied or conquered, it's something to be lived in harmony with. Their myths, their astronomy, and their rituals offer a timeless invitation to reconnect with the rhythms of the cosmos, to honor the delicate balance that sustains us all. In their wisdom, we find not only a glimpse of an ancient civilization, but also a profound lesson for our own time, that the universe is not a distant, impersonal void, but a living, breathing reality, one that we are all a part of, and one that depends on our actions to thrive. High in the Himalayas, the ancient Tibetans cultivated a profound understanding of the cosmos, one deeply rooted in Buddhist philosophy and spiritual practice. For them, the universe wasn't a cold, mechanical system, but a vibrant, interconnected web of life, where every being and every moment was part of a greater, unified whole. This worldview, shaped by centuries of meditation and introspection, reveals a cosmic wisdom that continues to inspire seekers of enlightenment today. At the heart of Tibetan thought is the concept of shunyata, or emptiness, not as a void, but as the fundamental interconnectedness of all things. Everything in the universe, from the tiniest grain of sand to the vastness of the stars, is seen as interdependent, each part reflecting and influencing the whole. This insight challenges the modern tendency to see ourselves as separate from the world around us, offering instead a vision of unity and harmony. Central to Tibetan cosmic knowledge is the practice of meditation, a tool for achieving deeper awareness of this interconnected reality. Through meditation, practitioners learn to quiet the mind, dissolve the illusion of separation, and experience the true nature of existence. It's not just a personal exercise, it's a way of aligning with the rhythms of the cosmos. Tibetan monks often meditate for hours, even days, seeking to transcend the limitations of the physical world and tap into a universal consciousness. This practice isn't about escaping reality, but about seeing it more clearly, recognizing that the boundaries we perceive are illusions, and that true freedom lies in understanding our place within the infinite web of life. The Tibetan approach to the cosmos is also vividly expressed through their use of mandalas, intricate, symbolic designs that represent the universe in both its physical and spiritual dimensions. These mandalas aren't just art, they are tools for meditation and transformation. Each mandala is a microcosm of the cosmos, filled with geometric patterns, deities, and symbols that guide the viewer toward enlightenment. When monks create a sand mandala, meticulously placing each grain of colored sand, they are enacting a ritual of cosmic creation. The process is a meditation in itself, a reminder of the impermanence of all things, as the finished mandala is eventually swept away, returning its elements to the earth. This act of creation and dissolution mirrors the cycles of the universe, teaching that all forms are temporary and that true understanding lies in embracing the flow of existence. Rituals, too, play a vital role in Tibetan cosmic understanding. Practices like chanting, prayer, and the use of prayer wheels are not just expressions of devotion, they are ways of harmonizing with the energy of the universe. Prayer wheels, for example, are inscribed with mantras, and each turn is believed to release these sacred sounds into the world, creating vibrations that resonate with the cosmos. Similarly, the chanting of Om Mani Padme Hum, one of the most well-known mantras, is thought to align the practitioner with the compassion and wisdom of the universe. These rituals are not mere traditions, they are living expressions of a cosmic philosophy, designed to bring individuals into alignment with the greater whole. What makes Tibetan cosmic wisdom so enduring is its emphasis on compassion and altruism. In their view, the interconnectedness of all beings isn't just a philosophical idea, it's a call to action. If we are all part of the same cosmic web, then harming others is ultimately harming ourselves, and helping others is a way of nurturing the entire universe. This principle, known as Bodhisattva, or the mind of enlightenment, is at the core of Tibetan Buddhism. It challenges us to live with kindness and mindfulness, recognizing that our actions ripple through the fabric of existence, affecting not only ourselves but the entire cosmos. Today, the wisdom of the ancient Tibetans continues to guide those seeking a deeper connection to the universe. Their teachings on meditation, mandalas, and the interconnectedness of all life offer a powerful antidote to the fragmentation and disconnection many feel in the modern world. In a time when technology often pulls us away from nature and each other, Tibetan practices invite us to slow down, to look within, and to rediscover the unity that binds us all. Their cosmic perspective isn't just about understanding the universe, it's about transforming how we live in it, cultivating compassion, embracing impermanence, and finding peace in the boundless interconnectedness of all things. As we explore the cosmic knowledge of the ancient Tibetans, we're reminded that the search for wisdom isn't just about uncovering facts, it's about experiencing the world in a new way. Through their teachings, we're invited to see the universe not as a collection of separate parts, but as a living, breathing reality, one that we are all deeply connected to. And in that connection, we find not only the wisdom of the past, but also a path toward a more enlightened future. As we bring this journey through ancient cosmic knowledge to a close, it's impossible not to marvel at the profound unity that threads through the wisdom of civilizations separated by time and geography. From the Egyptians' celestial temples to the Mayans' intricate calendars, from the Taoist flow of the Tao to the Tibetan mandalas of interconnectedness, one truth emerges: humanity has always sought to understand its place in the cosmos. These ancient cultures, though separated by continents and centuries, shared a common vision, a recognition that the universe is not just something to be observed, but something to be lived in harmony with. Their insights remind us that the stars above and the earth below are part of a single dynamic reality, and that our lives are woven into this grand, eternal tapestry. What's striking is how these ancient ideas continue to resonate in our modern world. The concept of interconnectedness, so central to Taoism and Tibetan Buddhism, finds echoes in today's ecological movements and systems thinking. The Mayans' cyclical view of time aligns with contemporary theories about the universe's expansion and contraction, while the Pythagorean harmony of the spheres resonates in the mathematical elegance of modern physics. Even the Egyptian belief in the soul's celestial journey has found new life in discussions about consciousness and the nature of existence. These ancient perspectives, far from being relics of the past, offer us a lens through which to view the challenges and opportunities of our own time. But this wisdom isn't just for scientists or philosophers, it's for all of us. The ancient teachings invite us to see the cosmos not as a distant, impersonal void, but as a living, breathing reality that we are all a part of. They encourage us to cultivate mindfulness, to seek balance, and to recognize the profound impact of our actions on the world around us. Whether it's through meditation, stargazing, or simply taking a moment to appreciate the beauty of nature, we can all find ways to reconnect with the timeless rhythms of the universe. As you reflect on these ancient insights, consider how they might inspire your own journey. What does it mean to live in harmony with the cosmos? How can you align your life with the natural rhythms of the earth and the stars? The answers to these questions are as unique as each of us, but the wisdom of the ancients offers a guiding light, a reminder that the search for meaning is not just about understanding the universe, but about understanding ourselves. In the words of Carl Sagan, we are a way for the cosmos to know itself. This profound idea encapsulates the essence of what we've explored together. The wisdom of the ancients isn't just a collection of stories or symbols. It's an invitation to see ourselves as part of something greater, to embrace the mystery and wonder of existence, and to continue the timeless quest for understanding. So, as we conclude this journey, let's carry this wisdom forward, not as a relic of the past, but as a living, breathing guide for the present and the future. The cosmos is vast and the journey is endless. Where will your curiosity take you next?